There's this video, it's the meme about like when my bestie sees me in heaven, and then the conversation goes like, who would have thought? Not me. Who would have, not me.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
2 hours and 49 minutes.
3 hours and 34 minutes.
3 hours and 57 minutes.
I have 3 hours and 12 minutes.
6 hours and 40 minutes.
6 hours and 28 minutes.
Last week was 7 hours.
It says average 7 hours and 7 minutes a day.
I turned off the function for like screen time because I didn't want to see the numbers. To be like, oh, you spend so much time on Instagram. I'm like, no, thank you.
Can you see what's your most used app? TikTok.
Yeah, same. TikTok.
And what,
TikTok like
5 hours.
10 hours. Yeah, it really depends. I can really see from my hours that I spent if I had a really busy week or like a non-busy. Yeah.
Oh, 26 hours. Shut the fuck up.
But the
26 hours
26
are
is so
fucking insane.
I think TikTok is very addictive because there's no end to it. You can just keep scrolling and the videos continue.
For me, it's almost a tool. I am a sponge, so I really need to suck up a lot of information before I can produce something. When I'm productive, it's late in the evening, and I first need to have a lot of information in my system, and then I can transform it into something. Otherwise, I'm like empty stomach. I can't exercise without food. I can't create without information. And it's also, it brings me in a kind of state of mind that I stop questioning myself so much.
It's like the suspense of the videos. For now, there is a trend where people just post Reddit stories, and then it's like just playing like the Minecraft game, and then they have like a voiceover telling the story, and if they're very sneaky, they do it in like part 1, part 2, part 3, or they are like, oh my gosh, you should watch till the end. So I am attracted to like the text, because I'm like, oh, there's a story, what is the end? So it's always, I guess, the suspense that makes me stay.
The visuals are luring you in, but then the story is kind of like what makes you engage.
Yes.
TikTok replaced kind of my resource. Yeah, at first I really listened a lot to music only, but then I was like in a trance the whole day listening to beats and stuff. But now I do a lot with music, so I need the other resource. Otherwise I'm comparing myself too much to the other music. So I have to come in a different state of mind or something. Maybe I feel more isolated when I'm only listening to music. It brings me not in like an uptown funky state or something, but more of in a depressing or depressed state. Which also, my work is quite depressing already, so I can't do both.
On TikTok, you get to see all kinds of people with all different kind of opinions and interests, and maybe in some kind of way you feel inspired by all this different information.
Yeah, I think I have more fun on TikTok, and it reflects the other personalities I also have. So more, that's more based around jokes or around exercising or cycling or other components that I have besides my more serious working or artist making state of mind.
Instagram affected my mental health, but I remembered vividly were those hot or not pages. Well, I went to high school from like 2012 until 2016, and in those years, those pages were like really present on Instagram, and It would also involve like screenshots from like WhatsApp conversations where people would be judging you, and they picked like a picture that I was like, oh, I look the worst in it. You would be judged on appearance. Online bullying became like a thing. If you were not well placed or had a good place inside the social group, then Instagram would be a way to let that be known by the others to you, and then they would post a picture where you would be on it, and they would say like, ew, what's in that corner, and then that would be you, for example. They didn't have like the very strict rules back then, so it was very hard to get like a comment removed, or links could be shared and you didn't know what was going on. So it's really intense, and also it makes you feel sad. How is it possible that people can say those things or do those things? I became more aware of that. I didn't like that people would sometimes take a picture and then share it without my consent, and I just deleted Instagram, because then I started to understand that people were not there to talk as in the way I wanted to.
Where innocence died.
yeah, I've seen stuff and I was like, no.
TikTok constantly reminds me that I'm human and not totally trapped in my body, but there I maybe live the lives that I do not live on every day.
But isn't it then also maybe a bit of escapism? Because you kind of use this app to escape like your real personality.
Yeah, for me it's more of, instead of running a marathon, it's about doing a sprint. So instead of doing a marathon on deep thoughts or deep thinking and on maybe more depressing, serious stuff, I can now preserve that for the end of the day, and then it's more productive. Yeah, it's really like that switch, because I'm observing, but then I'm closing down, and I'm creating.
One of those days when you're really tired and you don't feel like doing anything and you're just kind of laying in bed, just chilling. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing, because I think it's important to sometimes just take a day off. But in the end of the day, the only thing that I did was just scrolling on my phone. And then together with you not feeling physically that well and only being like constant, like inputs from the outside world through your phone, I don't know, it sometimes makes me feel a little bit depressed, or makes me question if what I am doing just laying in my bed is wrong.
I feel like I'm the same, but only it's like my day was already shitty, and then I kind of escape to my phone so I can kind of live someone else's life, basically. Yeah, if my day's already shitty and I'm all on my phone, like that's just bound to go bad.
I think it's also like on TikTok, it also reflects your own state of mind or mental health situation. If you only get like depressing videos and psychologists talking about what you need to change in your life or something, if you do not have that a lot, that also says something positive about yourself.
That's also very much the algorithm. I mean, if I only share those really deep videos with other people, then that's probably the only thing I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
So you can kind of form a new reality within that algorithm.
WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, I've deleted those because it's just filled with expectations that you're not gonna achieve, and you have to keep an image up, because if you're not posting these kind of pictures, you're getting judged. If you do post them, you're getting judged. Or it's because as humans we're like visual learners,
especially on an app where it's very normal and condoned.
So then you have like a certain approved behavior, so that people think it's normal to talk to someone in a certain way, because I met one person who wanted this from me, so now everyone wants this from me.